In other parts of our world, Israeli forces have killed dozens of Palestinians protesting at the Gaza border. The bloody clash comes as the U.S. follows through on last year's controversial statement of recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital. Aram has the full story.
Palestinian health officials say 58 people were killed Monday and just under 3,000 others are said to have been injured. The assault came as a U.S. delegation, including President Trump's daughter and son-in-law, was attending a ceremony to officially open the new U.S. embassy to Israel in Jerusalem. The move announced by President Trump last year after recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital has infuriated Palestinians who see East Jerusalem as their capital of a future state. It also drew global criticism for jeopardizing a possible peace deal between the two regional rivals. Palestinians, led by Gaza's Islamist rulers Hamas, have been protesting along the Gaza border for weeks now in what has been dubbed as the Great March of Return. These demonstrations have resulted in casualties, but Monday's incident was the deadliest clash since the 2014 Gaza war. The Palestinian envoy to the UN condemned the Israeli assault and demanded action on the conflict in the West Bank.
These war crimes need to be dealt with by the Security Council and the international appropriate legal system to bring those criminals to justice, because the Palestinian people should not be the exception to the rule.
Other nations, including Britain and France, have called for restraint from the Israelis, while Turkey called it a massacre. However, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu tweeted his military's actions were an act of self-defense of his country's borders. Israel's military claims it was responding to protesters throwing Molotov cocktails, burned tires and stones at Israeli soldiers. The White House also backed his claims by blaming Hamas for the bloodshed.
The responsibility for these tragic deaths rests squarely with Hamas. Hamas is intentionally and cynically provoking this response, and as the Secretary of State said, Israel has the right to defend itself.
Arirang News.